Hey, I do have a question for you, and this is my issue. Right now we have about $50,000 in discretionary. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do with it. And one person we talked to at the bank had recommended something called the Barclay Buffered Super Note. I read some of the stuff about it. I'm not real sure exactly what that does for me. It seems to track the S&P, but I'm not sure if that's really a good thing to do with it. My wife and I were just done, well, should we dump it into the stock market, into some of the Vanguard funds we have, or should we buy another rental house because we have some rental properties? So just wanted your opinion.
Yes. Well, that's that's a great question, Mark. And if you were listening earlier, you heard it a little bit different earlier. So you're not alone in asking these questions. And let me ask you this: what is the ultimate purpose for this money, and when are you going to need it?
Yeah, the purpose is just to invest and grow it. I don't anticipate needing it anytime in the next 10 years or longer. It's just some money that we're looking to invest. We've had it for a while. We did some investing with it a while back. It came back. We made a little bit of money on it, but not a lot. We earned about 4.5% on it when we did something else with it. Now it's matured and come out, and we're just trying to decide where we want to put it. We have some other investments. Obviously, we have about 4 rental houses that we have, and some other investments in the stock market and Vanguard and Fidelity and some other things. But no one's really planned it out for me, I'll be honest with you. So we're just kind of doing it on our own.
Well, you're like the rest of America. That's what, unfortunately, most of America does. They try some of this and try some of that and try to, one day they look at it and say, well, really, what are we doing and how much risk are we taking that maybe we don't need to be taking this much risk? Now, it sounds like you've done a nice job of accumulating assets with the funds that you have, the Vanguard funds and and Fidelity funds, not knowing exactly how those are allocated, and then the real estate that you have. And you sound like a fairly sophisticated guy, but the most important thing that you need is what Chris and I opened the program with, and that's really a plan. I'm not trying to sell you a plan, but unfortunately, we go through life experimenting, if you will, and then we realize that maybe we shouldn't have done that, or maybe we should have done that. And the purpose of a plan is to give you peace of mind, to show you where you are and what you need to do now, so you don't look back 5 or 10 years from now and say, gee, I wish I'd have known, or gee, I'm sorry I did. And the plan will show you with a high degree of precision, based on reasonable assumptions, based on data that you give us in terms of your lifestyle and what you want to achieve and what your risk tolerance is, of how to invest your money.